Hey everybody, it's John. Here we go with another video. And you know what? I totally forgot about this topic. I got an email today and it reminded me of it, and I've had other questions about this, and I told you if I get a lot of questions about the same topic or on the same topic, I wanted to make a video. And that one is, how many miles should I expect to do every day? And also I had another one that kind of ties in with that, was how much time do they give me to go from point A to point B? Well, as far as the miles go, that's going to fluctuate a lot, because you're going to be in some way in control of that, of how many you drive every day. I will tell you that you should try to get yourself comfortable with driving about 500 miles a day. Now, is that going to mean, like, for example, let's say you have a really long run, right? Say a 1,500 mile run, they give you 3 days to get there, so it's 500, 500, 500, right? So there may be runs like that. There may be runs where you have, it's an 800 mile run, and they're giving you, say you pick it up on a Monday, it delivers on Tuesday evening or first thing Wednesday morning, like something like that. And it's 800 miles. Okay, well, you pick it up Monday, you could drive, say 400 miles. You could split it up. You could drive 400 miles on Monday, 400 miles on Tuesday, and deliver it Tuesday evening, or, or like I said, first thing Thursday morning. I'm sorry, Wednesday morning. So see what I'm saying? You have some control about how many miles you drive per day. Now, of course, in some cases, such as that 1,500 miles in 3 days, well, you already know you're going to have to drive at least 500 miles a day. But even in that, you may find you'll work your way up to something, say, that's 600, 700 you're able to do, and you may feel really good and energized and whatever, and so you'll end up driving more on one day, less on the other, that. So you see what I'm getting at? Okay, so that is why it's a little hard to really pinpoint how many miles do you have to drive a day. And also, when you get presented the load, and that it's not like they're saying you have to do this load. Okay, there's a thing that's called forced dispatch or no forced dispatch. So when you're out there looking at the companies, you definitely want to ask them that. In fact, you for sure want to ask them that. Most of them are set up as no forced dispatch, especially in this situation where you're an owner-operator, you run your own business. They have to respect that. They have to understand that you may not be able to necessarily do all the loads that they would have for you to do. So you can look at it and you can determine whether or not you want to run 500 miles 3 days in a row. Okay, so to really say, hey, every day, how many miles do I have to run every day? It's really, again, hard to determine. And more importantly, though, I think you'll like to know is that you do have a lot of control in that. But of course, if you drive less on one day, you'll have to drive more on another. The ideal situation is that you equalize it out, so it's not too much on any given day. All right, so I hope that all makes sense to you about miles. As far as how much time they'll give you to get from point A to point B, they generally use a formula that is based off of 50 miles an hour average. Obviously, you're going to drive faster than that average. They know that, but they base it off of that so that it has a built-in time, buffer time, and because they know you got to at least stop for fuel. So fuel breaks, bathroom breaks, eating, sleeping, all that kind of stuff. And so generally speaking, you should have no problem, plenty of time to get there. And if you drive a little faster, if you drive average 5 miles an hour over the speed limit, that'll buy you some more time as well, if you choose to do that. Or some drive a little faster just because they want to get it there quicker, like I said, so they drop it off and then they can get their next load that much sooner and get more loads in for the week and therefore for the month. So that's hopefully answers that question for you, and that's it. Nice short video and about miles and time they give you. And the next video I'm going to do right after I get this one uploaded is going to tie into that a little bit, into this video, which is why I want to make it right away. And that's going to be about flexibility. I know a lot of you also want a better understanding about the relationship between this job and the life that you want to live out here on the road. And more importantly, that you want to make sure that, like you may say, hey, this job on all fronts looks great, I can do it, I want to do it, but just as important is I want to make sure that, you know, I can have the lifestyle that I want to have out here. And I'm telling you that you should be able to do that, and you don't have to go with a small company, and you don't have to specifically go with my company. And I'll again get more into that in the next video. All right, so we'll see you shortly in the next video as soon as I get this one uploaded. All right, take care everyone. Bye now.